Welcome back to
Catharsis.
Today we have joining us from Transylvania, Adam.
Hi everybody, it's me.
Adam is joining us once again to play the role of...
It's Jupiter's turn. Jupiter says it's my turn.
Jupiter Kingsley.
Oh my god.
And as always, I am your Dungeon Master, Marina. And my amazing, wonderful, talented players are...
Jillian, I play Lilith and also do all of the editing and recording and post, which I love, but also can be a bit exhausting.
We love you. I want to hop on the train. I do. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there. You'll get there.
And I am Milori. I play Gwilla Masalith.
Hi, Gwilla.
Hello.
Who is this?
Oh, I'm Mary. I play Ellie Aster.
Yes!
What?
You
No
love
way.
Ellie.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool.
I know her.
Wow.
I know her.
I know her.
Wow.
Who is this?
Hi, I'm Zoe, and I'm Paeris in the Veil,
Paeris in the Veil.
destroyer of nightmares.
And worlds.
We are on chapter 19, if you can believe it.
Oh my god.
Titled the longest title I've ever given a chapter. Dark Romance Girlies, I'm looking at you. If you're going to kill me, you best do it right.
I forgot. You told me to pause you right before we got into things to say that, like, the night before going to sleep, Gwilla sent off a letter.
Oh,
Because we forgot to do it
yes.
last time.
Yes, that is correct. Do you want to read that letter now real quick?
I can. I made one for you this time.
Really? Oh
I did!
You're like,
I'm
man,
so sorry I interrupted you, but I realized, like, wait, no, I made you a letter!
Present time.
You just got a letter.
you just got a letter.
You just got a letter.
I wonder who it's from.
It's a Val.
Oh.
It's
Oh
one
my
of our
God,
You want
friends.
to read it in character?
I could. Yeah.
Okay, I purposely left writing mistakes in there because it felt appropriate for, like, trying to think out what you want to say.
Aw.
So, we'll say it is very late at night when this arrives, correct?
Yeah, this is, like, when we were all going to bed. Like, you know, our one friend here has already been somehow kidnapped. The rest of us all went to our rooms. I set this off after the marble scene.
In Catharsis City, not under stars, but underground, sitting in a very dank room that seems to have been shoveled out by hand rather crudely, is a cot, a table and chair, that none of the furniture in this room seems to match, but it seems to be the very humble new residence of Valpyrian Mossalith, who keeps growing mushrooms out of his face. He is mulling over plans and spells and looking at the jewel that he put Watsonberg in. I'm sorry, friend. Soon. He rests the jewel down when... Oh dear.
Here you go. Here you go.
Alright. So, after the marble scene, Gwilla decided she needed to start writing some letters and stayed up late to do so, and this is the first one. The others will be sent out at later points in the week. So, to Val, to Dad. Lately, I've been thinking. I've started to realize many things in a short amount of time on this journey. There is one particular feeling I've started to have, one I didn't expect. When did you know you wanted to be a father? Do you ever still think about him? Your son? If you could see him again, would you want to? Do you ever miss him? When we were still living in the tree, when we were a family, I knew for years how much you missed the family you never talked about. Maybe you thought I didn't notice all those nights you'd stay up, crying. I knew you were in pain, Dad. I desperately wanted you to tell me about them, to share more of your life with me, but you never did. You didn't have to struggle alone. I wanted you to lean on me. If you didn't want to talk about it, I would have understood, but you just didn't say anything. You just pretended you were fine and you hid it. It felt like you wanted to ask for help, but you stopped yourself. What would you do if you saw your son again, if he's alive? Would you accept him into your life again? I know I'm not a replacement. I'd never want to be a replacement on Gwilla. Always be in your life as long as you want me to be. It's only been hitting me now how traumatic it was to suddenly have something you thought was lost forever appear back in your life so suddenly. I love you. I think I know what we can do to heal this. What we both lost with each other. Time, connection. I know what I want. I want you to tell me more about you, your family, memories you're proud of, memories you're not proud of. Tell me about the Drow. What's the Underdark like? I wanted to know. Please. I feel closer to the Drow more than anyone because I was raised by you. It's a lot to ask so suddenly, but once things are safer, better, let's spend time together. With love, Gwilla.
We see Val, unsurprisingly, wiping away some tears. Sort of rubs the side of his face a little bit. Itches a mushroom that he's been pecking at for a while. Fucking. At this point, there's a knock at his door. Come in. And it's Enola. Val, do you have a... Is this a good time? It's never going to be a good time, so you might as well just come in. Come on in for the bad times. Come on in. Have a seat. I've been told I should be more vulnerable lately. Enola sits down and sees that it's a letter from Gwilla. Is that your daughter? The one saving the world? Yes, and she's asking me very, very valid questions that are very difficult to answer. And Enola sits down, straightens out her skirts, and goes, well, do you need practice? I can pretend if you let me. And she takes the papers, looking for his permission. He lets her. And she goes, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are heavy questions. Yes, they are. Here, I'm Gwilla. Hello, Father. I'm Gwilla. She doesn't talk like that. You desperately wanted to tell me about them. Who's them? How about, and he gently takes her hand, how about I practice by telling you first? All right. It's going to be more than you bargained for. Sounds like an adventure. And we zoom out as he starts to tell her the answers to the questions by candlelight. And then we slip into night. We start with stars, spinning surprisingly quickly above us on rotation. It is unnatural for them to do this. It is also unnatural for the walls of the observatory to grow taller and the beams holding up the 6 corners of the room to become almost as thick as trees. As this room continues to warp and expand around the scene, we see Ellie and this nobody woman that we left off with last time. We can only discern her cowboy boots, a hat, and a deepening frown. Her voice echoes through the ether with great sadness, as if layered on top of its own sound. Ellie, I'm hurt. How could you forget me so fast? Don't you remember me? Ellie, I would like you to roll me a flat d20 with no bonuses.
Okay.
This is not based on success or fail. This is just, we're going to see what the numbers say.
It's all the
Numbers say a lot.
I got a 15.
ooh.
With that roll, the room continues to morph and glowing moss in strange places. The pillars of the room do in fact become trees, willow trees. We see the bedsheet ghosts, fragments of who they once were, as they drift into the familiar space we know as the Moon Tree Grove. The world still feels like it's shifting, constantly in motion, and it's somewhat nauseating and discerning, until it settles on Ellie, seeing herself holding the knife and threatening to take her life, if death does not answer her. But this moment is different than how we remember it. Someone else is here, and we do not see death, at least not yet. We see the nobody girl. Ellie put the knife down. She rests an ornate guitar on the side of a weeping willow and slowly approaches Ellie. The nobody girl holds up her hands, and we see a raven tattoo on her mocha skin. This isn't how you get my mistress to talk to you. Put it down. Why would you want to waste her gift like this? I know you're scared, and I know you're angry. Just talk to me. Ellie, you can react to this moment however you please.
You were the bird.
What?
That was you, the bird?
You do see a raven come into the scene, but they are separate.
I don't understand. The only things I don't remember are things that happened when I died, I thought.
Do you get the feeling that isn't what you said in the moment?
Well, that isn't what I said in the moment.
Right. And you rehear yourself say the words you said to death.
Yeah.
But you're directing them at this nobody girl instead. We see things escalate a little bit, where you do draw a little bit of blood. And we see this nobody woman go, "No, Ellie!" And then death makes her entrance. Why would you waste my gift? And
Am I watching this?
You're watching, yep, you're
Okay.
watching the scene. The nobody girl who was right next to you is now in the scene. They're like shades of the past.
Are you deaf?
At this, the nobody girl turns to you and goes, "No, silly. I'm her paladin. And we see the Moon Tree Grove start to droop, like the whole atmosphere. The trees start to drip this black ichor. It's almost like it starts to rain. And our feet get squelched in the ground. Ellie, this woman takes hold of your shoulders firmly.
Oh.
Ellie, you have to go.
Go where?
We weren't ready. You have to leave.
I don't know.
Or nothing was worth it.
What are you talking about?
She holds up a pinky to promise with. And you get flashes of other times where you have made the same pinky promise with this same person. And in this moment, you realize she's wearing a friendship bracelet, one you made. Who are you? Promise me you'll leave.
Leave where? I can't do anything. I'm in a dream.
You can't be forgotten to. You have to leave.
Oh, okay.
As you make this promise with her, she continues to sink into the ground, and words start to bubble up in her throat.
What's your name?
My name is Ash. And you realize you know Ash. But how and when and why is... It's a cacophony of screams in your head. And finally, you realize something has been missing this whole time. And then there's nothing. We are in a different space. It is dark at first, until we see glowing fungi, illuminating a vine-choked tunnel in pinks and blues and purples. Paeris, you feel your feet gently land into this space. The fungi seem to be illuminating your way, and at the end of the tunnel, you hear humming from a woman. As you continue down this tunnel, you feel vines gently brush your clothes as you pass along. The ones in front of you rise from the ceiling, walls, and floors only just to touch you and feel you as you go past. Ugh. Your heart feels somewhat constricted. Finally, you enter the end of the tunnel into Grindelwood.
Oh, good.
But not the same as when you left it. There are people again. There are halflings again. But it's still not how you remember it. Everything's greener, more colorful. And as people walk past you with friendly faces, your friends and neighbors, and they go, "Hey Paeris, how you doing, bud?" Their skin is slightly greener, and they have flowers and fungi coming off of them, but they're not decaying, and they seem very friendly and lively.
Do I get to kind of decide where I'm going, or? Okay, so I imagine Paeris is just like coming out of the woods after like forking for mushrooms or something. Maybe?
Oh, this ain't a memory.
Okay.
You just walked into this space.
Okay, so like I'm picturing it, and I'm thinking of this is how they would do it if they lived there, but I'm just walking in there.
Yeah, you're just walking in from this tunnel. You look behind you, the tunnel's still there.
Hahaha, so this is Paeris, not Rio, yeah?
This is Paeris, not Rio.
Paeris is like, where the fuck are my cool legs? Where the fuck are my long ass legs? No, they're gonna be like, hey, how's it going? Jeremy?
Salutations, it's so nice to see you, Paeris.
I don't thank you.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Jeremy. You're looking greener than usual. Is that a tan?
Absolutely it is.
I'm gonna say that's
Thank
as
you for
canon.
noticing.
That is as canon as this conversation gets.
Well, it's a...
I'm gonna pluck Jeremy from you. I am the Jeremy now.
It is a look. Good.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. If I wanted to be green, how would I do that?
Oh, it's very easy. Back this way. And
I'd prefer if you just told me.
Oh, you just talk to the nice tall lady with pink hair over there.
Can I roll to investigate who the nice tall lady with pink hair is?
You know who it is.
Yes, it's worse.
Oh god, that's even worse. Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
You know who it is.
Just for fun's sake, you just tell me.
Just follow the rainbow roses.
Okay, yeah. The Rainbow Rose Road. So Paeris is gonna be like,
I'll come with you. I'll introduce you proper.
thanks, Jeremy.
No problem, old pal.
It's so good to see you. I wish.
Likewise.
I'm whispering to myself.
Oh, this isn't a nightmare.
So, how's the last 24 hours been for you, Jeremy?
Well, I was wandering around Catharsis City with my family,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nice place.
yeah, there's a lot of weird shades that float around, but I was told they're no trouble. They don't bother nobody. They're just trying to figure out their life until they join us in the Rapture.
Yeah, the Rapture.
I haven't seen your sister around though. I think she left for a little bit.
No, she'll be back soon, no doubt.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I don't blame you for the fire. That wasn't your fault. That was all that nasty dragon. I'm just glad we had Prospera to save us all.
Paeris is like pulling at like something on their body, like either like there's like a feather in their hair, or like a there's some kind of ornament,
As
and they're
you're
like
pulling for
"Mhm,
something in your hair.
mhm."
I want you to pick a plant.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Any plant. I don't know why I'm getting my dice.
And the dice will decide.
Oh, ginger.
So as you're pulling your hair for something to fiddle with, you find ginger growing out of your head. Oh, look at you! You're already starting to become one of us. Isn't that exciting?
Paeris is like,
No, don't pick it. You'll hurt yourself.
I just want to get a better look at it. You know, get a good look at this nice, enraptured new person I'm becoming.
Oh, I'm sure we can show you in the pond. Come on. Come meet her.
In the pond, okay. Great.
Oh god.
This is what happens when you don't roll well.
Thanks, Jeremy. You're my favorite person.
Remember what the bad roll was from last session?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Oh.
Oh!
Every time.
That roll!
That's why I've been sitting over here like,
This could have been you. You got a 4.
I got a 4 last time. I think I got like somewhere around a 4 the time before.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh, let's start sharing the rolls.
You can share yours from last time.
Gesundheit.
I got a 20.
Natural?
No,
Dirty, but
30, 20.
still 20.
Damn.
I'll wash it clean for
But
you.
both my rolls were good so far.
Not like that.
No.
I didn't know what Paeris was going to go.
Okay, no, I've been going fun.
Paeris, you get processioned. Some other people see you and go, oh, Paeris is here. Oh, Paeris is here. And they're all excited.
And these
It's
are-
been so long.
It's been so long, and these are all people that I burned to death.
Yeah!
That at least, not me, but I inadvertently caused it to happen.
But now they're back. Isn't that great?
So Paeris is
No
like,
consequences.
I picture them like being like frog march into by like the other halflings, and they're just like stiff as a board, like wide-eyed, like what
Are
is
they all
happening?
smiling?
And they all say, oh, it wasn't your fault. We know it was the dragon. We're just happy you're here.
Thanks.
Oh,
So
can't wait till you get her blessing.
And what if, by chance, what if I just don't want her blessing?
And so they were starting to pick you up to like be like, yeah, Paeris. They drop you. You're like,
I picture them like on the ground, and there's like
a bunch of halflings
like
looking over
6
them.
people leaning over them, and they're like, This is the worst.
Guys! It's fine. Why don't Paeris and I have a little chat? Just the two of us.
First, like,
I hope you are both frightened and aroused.
oh man!
I live for this as a dungeon master.
I'm over here like, oh fuck. It should have been me.
Survivor's guilt.
But listen, if it were you, then you wouldn't be able to spend your night with Jupiter.
And I also wouldn't be able to do the whole thing my character's trying to do.
Yeah, no, I was just fucking with her. I don't think that was real.
Yeah, if you were, then I wouldn't be here.
And they leave this glade that you've arrived in, and they say, "Good to see you. Good to see you. Have fun." You're still on the ground. No one's touched you up. But then
I'm gonna sit up. And with dignity.
before you sit,
No, come on. Let me know.
because if you sat up right now, it'd be really inappropriate. What I was about to say.
Oh god. I know what's gonna happen. Just
Leaning above you, like this, your head's here, so if you had lifted up, it would have been very awkward, is a poofy dress of petals. So your head would have been under the dress, just so you know.
sweet.
I'm sparing you that, but you can still have the image in your mind.
Thanks.
Leaning down in like a shower of cherry blossom pink flowers for hair is this lovely pale green face.
What up, Prospera? How is it going?
Oh, I'm delightful. Come on up.
I'm ready for it. I'm not ready for the. I'm ready for your blessing. No, anyway.
Are you? Because you know, Paeris, I think you're fun. I think you're very chaotic.
What? What did she? I just like swings them over her shoulders like a fucking.
You're a child now. I think we could have a good time. And she starts bringing you through this glade as more and more flora grows behind her in her wake.
What makes you think we'd have a good time together?
Well, I have all your friends and family and neighbors,
That's true.
and you'd never have to say goodbye to them again. Oh, and we can bring that hottie patati girlfriend of yours, and she won't have to die early.
Crazy concept. I'm kinda. I've come a long way since, the shit and the stuff, and I've really
Thank you so much.
come to terms with.
I love that I can pull this shit with Zoe.
I was like, I've come to terms with my grief, and maybe there's something you can learn from me.
Grief? What's that? I think grief is overrated. And more flowers just go.
I just love that, she just drops them. Yeah, and does this magical girl stance and throws petals into the air, and they're like, oh god.
Come on. Let's just have a little chit chat.
Okay, so how tall is she?
She is probably 8 feet.
The reach. She's like Lilith and Gwilla.
Yup.
Paeris is like the size of a small dog compared to her.
Oh, for sure.
It's like a Chihuahua size.
Absolutely. Oh my god. Giant woman.
That's what I was
Giant woman.
Giant woman.
So she's like, walk with me. And Paeris is like, I have no choice.
No, you don't. You know your place. Good girl. Good person.
Okay, the good girl is for Zoe.
Yeah.
What would a gender neutral equivalent be?
Good pet.
Oh, there we go.
That goes a little.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
I'm scared, but
Have tea with me. And she brings you down to table with some chairs. And you see the other chairs also have occupants of dolls. And these dolls look very much like her friends.
Clarifying question. When you say the dolls look like friends, does that mean Paeris' friends prior to the campaign
They
or
look
us?
like Lilith, Ellie, and Gwilla. And Gwilla's doll is growing something inside.
Oh no. Oh no.
How big are the chairs?
They're pretty big, and the dolls are very small, so it's very disproportionate.
Oh, man.
Paeris sees this and is like, I need to have, internally, this is an internal thought, I need to have a conversation with Nana Sunflower. Clearly I'm not flirting with her hard enough. Because this is not working!
Yeah, I think you could try harder. Oh, you thought your thoughts were safe?
Rude!
I'm sorry, I'm an eavesdropper.
Yeah, don't!
It's kind of what I do. I'm kind of a hive mind now. I've kind of been that for a while.
Right. That's what this is.
But I finally came out.
Okay, but like, what kind of things have you seen? Is that fun for you?
It's information, and information is power.
Okay, I will be sure to keep my thoughts PG from now on.
You don't have to.
Excuse me, that's my toe.
Yeah, I like it. It's so tiny. I could squish it like a pea. But I won't.
Yeah, thank you. I need that to walk around.
Debatable. Anyways, I think grief is overrated. You know, I think you've dealt with so much loss, much more loss than any of the others. They don't understand your pain, but I do. You're always.
What do you mean? Ellie's lost like her entire people.
And you
That's an
haven't?
assumption. Well, yeah, but of course she can understand. They can all understand. They know what it's like to lose things,
Not like you do.
people.
You've lost so much more. I understand. They will never really understand the things you've been through, and the fact that you deal with that guilt of, was it my fault? Which, a little bit it was, but that's okay. You didn't know she was gonna burn them all to the ground. It wasn't your fault. What else was she gonna do? You know, take the high ground maybe and not burn everyone. I guess she is a dragon, so that's kind of not in her nature.
Yeah, she is kind of a huge bitch.
Yeah, and a traitorous one. We used to be besties. I don't know if you know. Well, she was besties with Sidra, which, you know, by extension, me.
That's super fucked up, and she just like,
She left me for you guys.
yeah. Yeah,
Lame.
no, she's two-faced.
She's two-faced. The second her old bitch showed up, she was like, I'm switching sides.
And she has like,
She's so whipped.
no taste. Gaudy as hell.
So gaudy. Who would know anything about that as she makes more flowers?
Paeris is like, puts like high-heeled boots on the table. Not me.
Nah, bitch, we're fabulous.
Absolutely.
See, I knew I liked you. Now listen. I'm not gonna force you yet. But I would beg you to consider joining me freely. Because, you know, consent is important to me. But I also do have a world to save. You might not consider it saving, but I know that I am saving everyone. Because eventually, everyone has to die.
Wait. You just said consent is important to me?
To
Right?
me.
To you?
Yeah. But I also have a world to save, so it's like, consent versus saving the world. They'll thank me later.
So
Yeah.
does that mean Jeremy consented? He said, yeah, I want to be green forever?
Well, when you offer someone eternal life with no consequences, they tend to say yes. You'd be surprised how many of these folks said yes.
How many of them said no?
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Ugh. Such a prick. Well, listen, Perry Boo. I hope you'll consider my offer, and then I'll see you around. That's eyelashes.
I'll certainly consider it.
Your girlfriend can come too. And so can your friends, if they're cool. But I have to say, I think I might start getting choosy about what losers I actually want in the forever rapture kingdom that I'm creating. Some people just don't make the cut for paradise. You know what I mean? But you can make the cut.
For a low price of what exactly?
You know, your heart.
Oh, well...
Mind, body, and soul. You know, the regular sort of deals.
I gotta say, one of those is taken right now.
Listen, I know she has, like, your heart, metaphorically, but I could have, like, your physical one that goes bum-dum-dum.
Uh-huh. I smell what you're stepping in.
Ew. But also good fertilizer. Anyways, I'll let you go back. For now.
Just, one thing.
Yeah.
Before we disband this lovely...
Anything, Perry Boo.
2 things.
Oh, we're adding numbers.
You might have to
I'm bad at math.
Same. You might have to come up with a different nickname for me.
Do you have a preferred nickname, pet? I'll take that one.
Good deal! Okay.
It's a good day when your DM can make you blush.
Yep. Coming back to this mortal realm.
No, don't. Stay.
No.
Immortality.
No.
Forever paradise. Flowers,
Number
gay
2.
vibes all day.
Number 2. Just for the record.
Yeah.
Kay won't and ever will be part of the terms of our agreement. She gets to decide that, not me.
That's cute and noble of you. That's very cute and noble of you. That's very feminist of you.
Number 3!
She is gonna die though. You know that, right?
Of course she's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Have died. I'm probably gonna die again.
But you don't have to.
That's why I'm living in the moment.
Or you can live with me. In the rapture.
Thanks, but... No thanks.
Don't give me an answer. Don't speak. I know what you're saying. I don't need no reason. Don't tell me because it hurts. Just go back and think about it.
Just admit you're in love with me. Admit you're in love with me, Prospera.
Prospera is in love with everyone. But mostly she's in love with herself.
Yeah. Alright, I'd like to go back to the real world.
Okay! Also, real is debatable, and she has you upside down by your ankle now, dangling over a pond. Real is whatever you make it to be, and I make my world the real world. The outside world is just kind of the trash we kind of have to deal with for now. Until everybody eventually submits to the rapture. So, yeah. Have a good time. And she drops it.
Wow.
We are back on the train of thought. Lilith, you wake up as you usually do, with Sandman across from you. He's knitting.
Oh, what are you knitting?
A scarf.
And particularly you're gonna give it to?
I think Samurai might need a scarf.
Oh my god, I ship it.
That's so cute.
I think that's a great idea.
New
It's got too
OTP.
many holes, though. And he lifts it up, and it looks more like a spider web. Oh.
A shawl. It could be a shawl. Just drape it over your shoulders.
Shawl.
Keep up with the pattern and it will look lovely.
What do the kids say? The fashion.
Yeah.
Gay hand signal.
Yeah. Fashion.
Fashion. Oh, yes, I had important things to tell you. He puts it down.
Oh, everything good? What's going on? I know I'm probably going to be going back to the circus tonight, but
Yeah,
past when business was something else?
Yes, something very interesting is happening at the circus. You're doing great work, by the way. You and your friend,
Gwilla.
yes. How is she getting in there?
She received a ticket from the ringmaster. I'm not sure what you know him as. Jupiter, Cadmus, but the Red Devil in the waking world.
Right.
Now Chimera, I believe, and now
It's his thing that is the concern.
Cadmus?
The ringleader.
Yes.
The proper one, not the fake one right now. Your other friend.
Archie?
Yes. Something's happening to the circus.
What's happening?
Well, after last time, whatever you did awakened some sort of power. And usually, certain realms are presided over by either, Zephyr or Eastland. The circus seems to be becoming its own.
Lilith leans in, she just kind of like, does that mean that along with creating a new domain, it's also creating a new archfey?
I don't even know if it would be an archfey, but there's so many children and people who have been connected to the circus and its, I guess, purpose, for lack of not to rhyme on purpose. Oh my god. It's becoming its own thing. For what? I do not know. But if you keep at this, it could be a good thing.
Because you're able to wrest it from Zephyr's control?
Exactly. But at the same time, it will also be out of Eastland's. Here's what you must do, Lilith Blackwood. Or just Lilith.
Just Lilith is fine, thank you.
Make sure that whoever ends up being in charge, Jupiter or Archie or some other person, that they're on our side.
I'd rather die before having Archie in control of that circus.
Right. So if you do end up working with Cadmus, Jupiter, Ringleader, whatever you would call him, make sure he's at least agreeable. Because he's likely going to become something bigger than what he currently is. People shape gods and fae, and
The people shape the gods too. It's a reciprocal relationship.
yep.
But at what point does a person cease to be one entity entirely and become a new one? At what point does Cadmus no longer exist and Jupiter subsumes him entirely?
I guess that will depend on your actions and the actions of your friends.
That's certainly quite a weight to take on, but I suppose I'll just add it to the heap.
I was about to say, you already have quite the pile.
What else can I do at this point?
Ooh, that's a good crack. That was a good crack. You're getting old.
When Hypno sees Sandman struggling with his neck, he just scuttles over, he kind of leaps onto his back and plays parrot.
Oh, hello.
It's not particularly helping because he's very squirmy. And then he decides that that failed scarf turned poncho / maybe blanket thing. It looks like a very nice place to make into a makeshift hammock, so he jumps into it.
No, please take your friend. Take him, please.
Here, Hypnos.
Oh,
Come on.
ripped a hole, made it bigger.
I wish I had you mending.
It's alright, I can do this with magic, you know. It means more when I make it yourself.
I get that.
Anyways, good luck and good night.
Good night.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Right.
It's nighttime. Would you prefer I say good day, good morning?
Only Julie gets that privilege. No offense. And that Lilith kind of fades into the... I imagine he fades into the dark, and Lilith is like...
Well, Lilith goes to the door and jumps out the train.
Yep.
As you per do.
Yep.
And you start a fallen featherfall style into...
Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright, I guess first order of business is going to be finding Gwilla.
Gwilla. You are once again at the ticket booth. Ayo, cashing in.
Figured, use it each time.
The clown looks at your ticket, looks at you.
Hi.
It signs, welcome back, and punches it. And then it signs, only one more night after this. Gives you back the ticket. Lilith, you land by the ticket booth. The clown looks at you.
Very important person.
Am I by her?
Yeah.
I can vouch for her.
Roll persuasion.
I'll give a bardic inspiration to that.
Okay.
Well,
Damn, I got a nat 20.
yeah.
Cool. The clown signs, very important person. Right this way.
Thank you. And thank you.
No problem.
You guys enter. The circus is as it usually is, but as per last time, the clowns are watching you.
Can Lilith sense any of the fluctuations of power that the Sandman mentioned?
Roll me, Arcana.
Not Arcana. Even if Miriam Webster says it's Arcana, I refuse.
Arcana. Roll the thing. You know the thing.
Yes, I do.
Arcana.
18.
You definitely feel like sort of the tethers of this place becoming more solidified, and now everything has a set purpose to stand on its own. The circus is also bigger now. There's more rides and more kids.
More places to get lost.
Yeah.
If Zephyr comes to call in.
Mm-hmm. And you can start to smell the popcorn, which is not something you can do in a dream. You can never smell things.
Okay.
So smell is happening now, which is interesting. What would you two like to do?
Well, I believe we have some unfinished business with Cat Jupiter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say we don't know how long we have a lot of the time when we come here before things go awry, so maybe we should just
Get to him as fast as we can.
talk to it.
Agreed. Now, where would he be?
As you guys get deeper into the circus, what was the name of the little girl you guys were friends with last time?
God, I don't remember.
Rachel.
I think, yeah, it was Rachel.
Rachel sees you guys and goes, no, friends, no. And she pushes you into an empty tent. No.
Rachel, how are you doing?
Okay.
Why are you trying to stop us?
The blue man is after you.
What? The blue man?
The blue man. With the
Big butterfly wings?
yeah. he has his dummy clowns. They're gonna get you. They're blue too.
Are they going to try to get you too, or are you safe?
No, why would they go after me? I'm just a cute little girl.
Okay, well, as long as you're safe, we can...
You're in trouble.
Well, usually
They
I'm...
have signs with your face on them.
Yeah, it can't be helped. It usually happens. What is outside by chance?
I can't read.
Right.
You come to the circus a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
So you must know your way around here, right?
Yeah.
So you probably know how to get past those mean, nasty clowns, right? You're a very smart little girl.
Yeah. More persuasion.
I was gonna be like, you don't know that she's smart. You're gonna be like,
I imagine you're very sneaky too if you're able to get past those guards and get to us to warn us.
Roll persuasion with advantage now, since Lilith said that.
Would it be insight in terms of like figuring out if she's smart enough more so?
Would be.
Not really persuade. I'm smart.
It's
Persuade
flattering.
yourself to be smart.
I was hoping that putting it. But no, the higher one would be 13 wisdom.
Alright. I can take you part of the way, but then I forget the rest.
I said 13. I'm sorry. Add plus 2. 15.
It's probably going to be about the same answer. I can take you part of the way, but I can't, I forget after the other time. Where do you want to go?
We're trying to find the nicer one.
The red one.
Oh, you know, I was talking to my mommy about him.
What did she say?
Apparently, the Zephyr was bad a long time ago. But he seems nice, so it can't be the same one.
Right, yes.
Lilith is silent.
There's
I
many
think
sides to a person.
I don't know. Let's see if she can remember where he is. I know where he is! Oh my gosh! Yes, I remember exactly who she got an 18.
Then lead the way.
This way.
Let's go.
You're smart. I told you. You gotta believe in yourself.
Ah, yes. Thank you. My big brother doesn't believe in me, but you do. And I think you're smarter than my big brother. I think he's kind of... He's a bit of a dummy sometimes.
You know what? People can't believe in you. You believe in you. You always have control if you believe in yourself.
She's right. If you believe in yourself, a lot of things are possible that you would never think were possible otherwise.
Can I fly?
Maybe someday.
Possibly.
This way. When you tell her you can fly, you notice as she's walking, she starts to levitate. She hasn't noticed it yet, but she's believing that she can fly, and so she can.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart?
And she turns back to you guys and goes, "Oh, you guys are getting shorter. This way."
It's growing.
No, I want to figure out just in case she falls.
Over here. And then she's practically swimming across now.
It was just like watching. I realized
When you're in a dream, things are weird.
Very true. Very true.
She parts a curtain. Oh no, not that one. This one.
She starts moonwalking.
Yeah. And she goes this way. Why are you getting short? This way.
All right, let's go.
Keep up, slowpokes. All right. You guys enter a room that I can only describe as the stuffing room.
Like Build-A-Bear Workshop stuff in?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was
not turning stuffing.
good. So
You see lots of patchwork and sewing equipment, and you see some clowns sewing like those large stuffed animals together. And they look up at you and look back down and keep going to work. In the far back, you start to see cages, like bird cages. You see one man kind of holding his knees like this, and you notice that he is very humanoid, save for, like, some of his features are a little sharp, like almost elven, but he doesn't have elf ears. His hair is very silver. He has a silver tailcoat with silver feathers sewn to it, and he is wearing and he in the corner of his little bird cage is a violin that is also silver. He seems way too big for this cage.
It's because he's a very large person and the cage is very small.
He's sort of broad-shouldered, but otherwise sort of slim fit. He's sort of rocking back and forth. For those who are wondering why Zoe's freaking out, this is an old character from Just Your Stream, who was canonically in Jupiter Circus in the original book.
Oh, fun!
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Hello.
Do you play? And Lilith looks to the violin.
Yes.
How long?
Whole life?
I see. What's your name?
Vincent.
Vincent. Lilith. Lovely to meet you.
The bard.
Me?
Yes.
I'm usually not called Lilith the Bard, but I suppose you're right.
Other world.
Yes.
Yes.
You know of me?
I know. You and Willow and Jodo and a few other remarkable persons. Nice to meet you. Yes. I know of him. Haven't had the pleasure. No pleasure.
Do you need help?
Do not touch the cage. Do not touch the cage.
What happens if we do?
Shock. Zap. This. Shock.
I'm gonna lean into Lilith and I wonder if it applies the same. Maybe it's a mental cage.
I think it is, for sure. The question is what's blocking him in?
Do you believe that you need to be hurt this way?
Yes, I am very bad.
Why do you think you're bad?
I do not perform well. I stutter and I get stuck and then I miss out.
So, because you don't think you're good at performing, that means you deserve to be locked up for the rest of your life?
Yes,
Why would you think that?
because it is all I can do. It's all I'm slightly good at.
No offense, but that's bullshit. You got that violin, right?
That is a very crude word. Yes, I have this violin.
You have it for a reason. It's beautiful.
No person simply has one talent. Would you like to come out and show us some of your other talents?
Do not want to. Fizz, pap, pop, pop, shock. Ow.
You can come out if you want to. That's how it works here.
What?
You just not have to believe in yourself.
Do not have the key. I do not deserve the key.
What would help you feel as though you deserved another chance?
Do not know.
You don't know, huh?
I'd hate it if I was a better person.
Well, you can't work towards that goal if you're in a cage, though.
I can perform from the cage.
Yeah, but you can't do other things in a cage.
Maybe I can play you a song.
Yes.
And maybe not necessarily. Turn around, please. Don't look at me when I play.
We can do that.
Okay. Please don't look at me when I play.
And when Lilith turns around, she immediately pulls out her own violin.
One very lonely note sort of plays and echoes through the space, and all the clowns sort of look up, mesmerized. And he starts to play a song that is so beautiful. It moves your bodies to tears. Like you feel your bodies reacting faster than your brains. And then you start to feel a wetness, and you look up and he's made it start to rain. And then as the song starts to get moodier and gets closer to a crescendo, he stands in this cage at his full height. He's really tall. And the storm cloud within the tent starts to brood, and you hear this lightning within the tent. And at the final note, he goes, I will redeem myself. And he hits the high note. The lightning bolt crashes and electrifies the bird cage in the splendor, and the door opens. And everything is still, and you just hear the distant thunder of
After that, I'm gonna turn around.
Same here.
Oh my god!
You did it. You did it.
I did it! And he gets out of the cage. I did it! Oh, that was that.
It's okay. That was all you.
That was me. I did that. Vincent did that.
So you just believed in yourself. That's what it looks like.
Yes, I believed in myself, and I did it. And he starts twirling around until he turns into a chickadee. And he starts chirping with so much happiness.
Can I pick him up?
Yep.
It's been 10 years!
Jill's just gonna scoop him and hold him in front of me and Lilith. You did it.
Somewhere else during this lightning strike, another cage open. On his knees, no shirt, suspenders, torn pants, no shoes, no socks,
No service.
Yep, no service. Except for fan service.
Except for fan service.
with lots of scars on his back and the back of his forearms
Ouch.
that look old.
Interesting.
Is Jupiter. Jupiter, the cage is finally open.
He steps out.
Do we notice it?
Yep.
Looking around.
Jupiter!
Lady Gwilla.
Oh, it's just Gwilla.
Gwilla, then. It's nice to see you again.
Likewise, I said I would come back.
I believed you.
And at that, I'm let the chickadee fly away.
I would say I'd count the days, but
Drops him on the ground.
I can never quite tell what day it is.
Where does the chickadee go?
The chickadee flies around and then lands on Jupiter's shoulder and goes and jumps off and turns into Vincent again, who is surprisingly taller than you, but he shrinks himself through his stature to be smaller. Oh, ringleader, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to offend.
Oh, please, Vincent. That was a beautiful piece you did.
Thank you.
It unlocked my cage as well. Thank you.
Yes.
I owe you a debt.
Well, we can speak of debts later. I know not what to do. Is there something I've been missing?
You've been here longer than us, I believe. So,
I was created recently.
No, you were created 10 years ago!
created? That's what do you mean by created? Not born?
No, created.
Huh. Like, I mean, I guess it's the same thing.
Right, but by who? Do you happen to know?
Small boy. Very small.
Do you remember his name?
No,
It's okay. You can take your time. No rush.
I don't like the current ringleader. Can you go back and can you take it back? Can you take it back? He's not nice. You are nice. I've not seen you angry.
I would love to, Vincent. But right now, I have a bit of a problem.
We have a lot of problems. Which one are you talking about?
Well, for right now, Mars has taken over the circus.
I know, I don't like him. Oh, don't tell him I said that. Oh.
I'd never tell. I despise him too.
Well, there's really only one way to stop him, and we... Oh yeah, do you still have the crown from last time we were here?
Do I?
You see it on the shelf that Mars left it on, out of your reach, while you were in the cage to taunt you.
Oof.
Rude.
How I despise Mars.
Wise choice.
I walk over.
Before you put it on, the crown speaks to you. I am a choice. Wait to wear me when you've made it.
And I'll latch one of the suspenders and then, like, kind of loop it into the suspender.
Right.
At the sight of that, like, where is your shirt?
Well,
He hurt him so bad, they had to take the shirt off because it was tatters.
Shit.
yeah.
He's healed since then, but those scars were there before the other ones. You had those before.
Would Lilith recognize any of these scars or potentially where they might have been made?
You can roll an investigation check.
19.
You can tell that this was made before the dream world.
Right.
This was made in life. And they are so old, some of them, that they look like they've been made when he was much, much younger. Too young.
Can Cure Word, like, reverse the effects of a scar?
Not these ones.
Well, you know what? For character development, she's gonna go over, because she's new at being a cleric, and she's gonna cast Healing Word on his back. She'll be like, may I?
I mean, you can try, but the scars have healed.
Is this intimate? Should we not be here?
You may want to leave, but it was lovely to meet you.
No, I mean, should we? They seem intimate. Should we not be here?
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
What? And she just, like, looks at him and blushes and is like,
No, you don't understand. It's simply she's just being very nice. She's a very nice person.
Will's just gonna, like, look to the side and, like, sure, her face is red. She's like,
Vincent's gonna squint.
Yeah.
Believes you completely.
And while this is all happening, Lilith sends a message to Hypnos Hub, having just being like, Hypnos, please comfort Vincent so we can make this less awkward than it already is.
Oh, hello. Hello, strange creature. Do not lick me. Or lick me.
Whatever you want, I guess.
So I want you to roll to see if you can cast it while you're dreaming.
okay. Oh, yeah. What was that mechanic again?
I've got it here.
Yeah.
So, for dream casting, it is, roll a d20 and then add your spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, so you said D20 and then
So it's like,
spell
yeah,
casting modifier.
the same way you do when you normally roll a spell in combat.
I got 22.
So that definitely clears this check for that, because it's a 12 check.
So since there was no actual damage done to you, there's a different kind of healing that happens.
Emotional.
Okay, she
We
just, like,
get-
presses her hands on his back.
We get a memory.
Do we all see this?
Oh yeah.
Does
Vincent's here. He's like, oh.
Turns into a chickadee.
I imagine he just turns into a chickadee and then just plops on top of Hypnos.
Yep, he's like. In this space, we see a crying Jupiter as a child. His shirt a little torn from the back. And we hear someone knocking at the door, and he quickly puts on a new shirt to hide the rip in the old one. Coming. It's his mother. They exchange words, and the child sort of curls on himself very submissively. The queen kneels down to be at his level and takes his very tiny hands. The world turns to color as she says, "You're already a better king than him to me." And we fade out.
I feel like I'd be shaking. Jupiter! Jupiter, are you okay?
I just had I just remembered. And you see, he's kind of tears dripping down his face.
Oh. And Vincent takes out a scarf from his jacket.
Thank you, Vincent. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That was my mother.
Yes, it was.
How would I forget her? Why would you ever forget your mother?
I don't know, but it must be something to do with this realm.
But
It seems that the world has started to react to the fact that you remembered something. And the clowns that were sewing stop. Put down their materials and turn to you all. You know that they're going to start coming after you soon.